Without warning, colossal alien ships appeared in Earth's orbit, their dark silhouettes blocking out the stars. These extraterrestrial beings, massive and insectoid in nature, began their assault immediately, unleashing beams of energy that tore through cities with terrifying precision. Buildings crumbled, and the sky filled with the smoke of burning landscapes. Panic spread like wildfire as people fled in every direction, the world descending into chaos. The military responded swiftly, but their conventional weapons proved ineffective against the aliens' advanced shields and technology. Fighter jets were swatted from the sky, and tanks were vaporized in an instant. The futility of the defense efforts became painfully clear as the invaders continued their relentless march of destruction. In the midst of the turmoil, a group of scientists detected unusual energy readings emanating from deep beneath the ocean floor. These readings suggested the presence of a massive power source unlike anything they had seen before. An exploratory mission was hastily organized, and a deep-sea submersible was dispatched to investigate. As it descended into the depths, the crew was astounded to find an ancient fleet of warships, dormant and covered in centuries of sediment. The design of these ships hinted at a technology far more advanced than modern human capabilities. Realizing the potential of these warships, the scientists worked frantically to decipher the control systems and reactivate the dormant fleet. Their efforts were driven by desperation, knowing that these ancient vessels might be Earth's last hope against the alien onslaught. Amid the scramble to understand the ancient technology, a name surfaced: Jack, a once renowned pilot who had fallen from grace. Jack had been one of the best, but a failed mission had led to his disgrace and discharge from the military. Living in obscurity, he had given up hope of redemption. When approached by the scientists, he was initially reluctant, haunted by his past failures. However, the severity of the alien threat and the dire need for experienced pilots forced him to reconsider. The memory of his lost comrades and the destruction of his home rekindled a sense of duty within him. He knew that his skills were needed now more than ever. The flashbacks to Jack's fall from grace were brutal. A mission gone wrong, resulting in the loss of his entire squadron, had left him broken and consumed by guilt. His reputation shattered, he retreated from the world, seeking solace in isolation. But the urgency of the current crisis left no room for hesitation. Swallowing his pride and fears, Jack accepted the call to action. He joined the mission to pilot the ancient warships, his mind focused on the monumental task ahead. The process of learning to operate the ancient technology was grueling, but Jack's determination and innate piloting skills quickly brought him up to speed. As he prepared for the battles to come, he resolved to not only fight for Earth's survival but also to redeem himself from the shadows of his past. Jack and a select group of elite pilots were quickly assembled to undergo rigorous training on the ancient warships. These vessels, though incredibly advanced, had controls and systems that were entirely unfamiliar to modern technology. The cockpits were filled with holographic displays, tactile feedback interfaces, and neural link systems that required not just physical dexterity but also mental synchronization. The pilots struggled initially, grappling with the steep learning curve. Simulations and practice missions were relentless, pushing them to their limits. Jack, with his experience and raw talent, slowly adapted, his muscle memory and intuition beginning to align with the ancient technology. Their first real test came swiftly. The ancient fleet, reactivated and ready, launched from their underwater base, breaking through the ocean's surface in a display of raw power and grace. As they soared into the sky, the alien invaders responded immediately, converging on the warships with fierce determination. The battle was chaotic and intense, energy beams and missiles streaking across the sky. Jack's warship moved fluidly, weaving through enemy fire, its advanced weaponry unleashing devastating counterattacks. Yet, the challenge was immense. The aliens' advanced maneuvers tested every ounce of the pilot's skills. Jack faced moments of doubt, his past failures haunting him, but in the heat of combat, his instincts took over. He led daring strikes, his actions inspiring those around him. The initial engagement was brutal, but the warship's firepower began to turn the tide, forcing the aliens to retreat. However, victory was short-lived. The aliens quickly adapted to the warship's tactics, altering their strategies and weaponry. The next encounters were even more fierce, with the ancient fleet suffering significant damage. Ships were lost, and the pilots' morale took a hit. Doubts and fears spread among the ranks, the realization of the enemy's adaptability weighing heavily. Jack, recognizing the growing despair, stepped up as a leader. He rallied the team, his voice steady and reassuring. He emphasized the need to adapt, just as the aliens had. Drawing on his own journey of redemption, he inspired his fellow pilots to push beyond their limits, to innovate and overcome. His leadership began to solidify, a beacon of hope in the midst of escalating challenges. With renewed determination, the pilots adjusted their tactics. They studied the aliens' new patterns, refining their own strategies in response. The ancient warships, though battered, were far from defeated. Jack's leadership was instrumental, his ability to inspire and strategize becoming pivotal in the ongoing struggle. The fleet, under his command, prepared for the battles ahead with a sense of unity and resolve. The fight for Earth was far from over, but with Jack at the helm, there was a renewed belief in their ability to prevail against the alien threat. The alien invaders escalated their assault, launching a massive counteroffensive that targeted key locations on Earth. Major cities came under direct attack, and strategic military bases were decimated. Earth's conventional forces, already strained, found themselves overwhelmed and struggling to mount an effective defense. The skies were filled with alien ships, and the ground shook under their bombardment. Amidst this chaos, the ancient fleet, now more seasoned but still adapting, responded with full force. Jack, at the forefront, led daring maneuvers, engaging the enemy in high-stakes aerial battles. The warships, with their advanced technology, began to carve a path through the alien armada, showcasing their formidable power. In the midst of the conflict, a breakthrough occurred. During maintenance on one of the damaged warships, a team of engineers discovered hidden data encrypted deep within the ship's systems. As they decrypted the files, flashbacks of a forgotten age surfaced, revealing a time when humanity had last faced these alien foes. The records detailed strategies, victories, and losses from that ancient war. Jack and his team pored over these revelations, gaining valuable insights. The ancient tactics, combined with modern technology, provided new approaches to combat the aliens. The knowledge that their ancestors had fought and survived this threat before fueled their determination. Armed with strategic insights from the ancient records, the fleet launched several successful missions. These victories began to turn the tide in humanity's favor. The new tactics confused and overwhelmed the aliens, allowing Earth's forces to reclaim lost territory and defend critical infrastructure. However, the intensity of the battles also brought personal conflicts among the pilots to the surface. Stress and fear led to arguments and doubts within the team. Jack, now a seasoned leader, mediated these conflicts, helping his comrades find common ground and strengthen their resolve. But just as hope began to rise, the aliens unveiled a devastating new weapon. This powerful device could disable the warship's advanced systems, leaving them vulnerable. In a critical battle, the fleet suffered heavy casualties, with several warships being destroyed or severely damaged. The pilots' morale plummeted as they faced the grim reality of their situation. The major setback forced Jack and his team to regroup and rethink their strategy. Despite the losses, they were more determined than ever to find a way to neutralize the new threat and continue the fight for Earth's survival. The final preparations for the climactic battle were underway. The atmosphere was tense as the pilots underwent last-minute training and rigorous planning sessions. Every detail was scrutinized, every potential scenario analyzed. The weight of the upcoming mission pressed heavily on everyone, knowing it could be their last. Emotional farewells were exchanged, and the air was thick with unspoken fears and hopes. Jack, sensing the gravity of the moment, gathered his team. His inspirational speech cut through the tension, reminding them of their purpose and the stakes. He spoke of bravery, sacrifice, and the legacy they were fighting to protect, solidifying his role as their leader. The epic showdown began as the ancient war fleet launched into the sky, facing the vast alien armada head-on. The battle was a whirlwind of high-energy combat, with ships maneuvering through the chaos with precision. Lasers and missiles lit up the sky, and explosions rocked the battlefield. Advanced tactics, gleaned from the ancient records, were deployed with devastating effect. Jack's ship, at the forefront, executed complex maneuvers, drawing enemy fire and creating openings for his comrades. His leadership and skill were on full display, turning the tide in critical moments. The turning point came when the fleet managed to exploit a weakness in the alien formation, discovered through their relentless analysis of ancient strategies. Jack led a daring charge, breaking through the enemy lines and targeting the alien leader's ship. The battle reached its zenith as key characters made heroic sacrifices, ensuring the success of their mission. Ships collided, pilots fought with unwavering resolve, and the air was filled with the sound of conflict. In the decisive moment, Jack's ship delivered the final blow to the alien leader, causing the enemy forces to falter. The invaders, now leaderless and disoriented, began to retreat. Humanity had won a hard-fought victory. The sky cleared, and the remnants of the alien armada fled, leaving behind a devastated but defiant Earth. The pilots, though weary and battle-scarred, rejoiced in their triumph. They had faced insurmountable odds and emerged victorious, securing the future of their world and writing a new chapter in humanity's history. In the aftermath of the battle, immediate actions were taken to secure Earth and prevent future invasions. The remaining alien forces were hunted down and neutralized, ensuring no remnants could regroup. Focus shifted to repairing the damage inflicted on the planet, with a particular emphasis on rebuilding key infrastructure. The ancient warships, despite their impressive resilience, had suffered considerable damage. Efforts were made to repair and enhance these vessels, incorporating both ancient and modern technologies to improve their capabilities. New protocols for planetary defense were established, ensuring that humanity would be better prepared for any future threats. Jack stood among the repaired warships, reflecting on his journey. From disgrace to heroism, his path had been fraught with challenges and personal growth. He thought about his fallen comrades and the sacrifices they had made, their memories etched into his mind. The reunion with his surviving loved ones was bittersweet, filled with joy and sorrow. Jack found solace in sharing his experiences with fellow pilots, each story a testament to their resilience and bravery. The bonds forged in battle were unbreakable, and the camaraderie among the pilots was stronger than ever. They had fought not just for survival, but for each other. The pilots gathered to commemorate their victory and honor those who had fallen. Stories were exchanged, and memories relived, creating a shared history that bound them together. Jack's leadership and heroism were acknowledged, but he remained humble, recognizing the collective effort that had led to their success. The pilots found strength in each other, their experiences forming the foundation of a new era of unity and determination. Looking forward, humanity began to explore the origins of the ancient fleet more thoroughly. Research teams were dispatched to uncover the secrets of this advanced technology, hoping to learn from the past to secure the future. The warships, now symbols of human ingenuity and resilience, were studied and preserved, ready for any future threats. This victory sparked a renewed sense of purpose and collaboration across the globe, leading to unprecedented advancements in science and technology. Jack, having emerged as a leader and hero, contemplated his future. The journey had changed him, instilling a sense of duty and adventure. He considered the vast possibilities that lay ahead, both in terms of exploration and continued defense of Earth. The fight had been won, but the mission was far from over. Jack knew that as long as he and his comrades remained vigilant, humanity would be ready for whatever came next. The story of Earth's ancient war fleet and its awakening was just the beginning, hinting at future adventures and challenges that awaited.